It's 10 trivia questions from a confidence round that I used a couple weeks ago to close out one of my live trivia nights in Southern California. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out my show. At the time I'm recording this, it is Super Bowl Sunday, so I need to get back to my family. But this is the last episode I'm recording of the day to post next weekend. If you're brand new to the show, it comes out every single day for the last couple of years now. It used to come out weekly, then twice a week, and then I said, what the hell, let's do it every day. So here we are. Today's episode is 10 totally random trivia questions from a confidence round. That's what I use to close out my trivia nights for ever since I started hosting trivia around 2010, which is insane. We did it a long time ago, and it was a ton of fun. And the confidence round was always a big hit. Before we jump into the meat of the episode, which is all the questions and then the answers, I thought I would read this crazy story I found online, which is as random as the questions you're going to hear. So here's a crazy story from online. It says, Lonia Hager, a camper from Germany, was cruising the Norwegian countryside when her camper became stuck in the snow. She was able to reach emergency services for help, but they wouldn't be able to make it to her location for some time. Fearing she might be pushed off the road by an oncoming car in the thick snow, she jumped on Tinder to find out if anyone was nearby. She quickly found a nearby match who was able to rescue her with a bulldozer. So Tinder saved her life. And I thought that was an incredible story that you should know. And now you know it. Tell a friend, like you should, about the show as well. Okay, we're going to jump into 10 questions from a confidence round. If you're playing along like you would at one of my trivia nights, you're going to write down all your answers, rank them 1 through 10. 10's the highest, 1's the lowest. It's up to 55 points if you get them all right. We're going to jump into those questions right now. Here we go. Here we go with the questions for today's episode from the confidence round. Question number 1, what U.S. state only borders one other state? Question number 1, what U.S. state only borders one other state? Question number 2, in the original Mission Impossible TV series, in how many seconds were secret messages set to self-destruct after the agent heard them? Number 2, in the original Mission Impossible series, in how many seconds were the secret messages set to self-destruct after the agent heard them? Question number 3, what two-letter first-name baseball player had the nickname of the Georgia Peach? Question number 3, what two-letter first-named baseball player had the nickname of the Georgia Peach? Number 3. Question number 4, who has a Force lightning fight with Yoda in Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, causing Yoda to say, much to learn, you still have. Much to learn, you still have. Who's Yoda fighting in Attack of the Clones? Number 4. Question number 5, what singer had perfumes called Heat, Heat Rush, and Shimmering Heat? Halfway through this confidence round, number 5, what singer had perfumes called Heat, Heat Rush, and Shimmering Heat? Number 5. Question number 6, what does the R stand for in author R.L. Stine's name? What does the R stand for in R.L. Stine's name? Question number 7, what is Jay's last name on the show Modern Family? What is Jay's last name on Modern Family? And question number 8, 3 questions left to go. Who was the first Australian to win the Rookie of the Year award on the PGA Tour? Who was the first Australian to win the Rookie of the Year award on the PGA Tour? Number 8. Question number 9, how many years are in a score? How many years are in a score? And number 10, what military-based comic strip from Mort Walker launched on September 4th, 1950? 1950, that was September 4th by Mort Walker. What military-based comic strip are we talking about? Those are all your questions for today's confidence round. We'll be right back in just a second with the confidence round answers. We're back with the answers to Confidence Round Trivia. Let's see how you did on these 10 random as questions. Number 1, what U.S. state only borders one other state? That's all the way in the top right-hand part of a map of our country. That is Maine. Maine, number 1, borders New Hampshire. Number 2, in the original Mission Impossible, how many seconds were between the end of the agent hearing the message and it exploding? That was 5 seconds, just a 5-second delay, and then it's Boomtown. Number 3, what 2-letter first-name baseball player had the nickname of the Georgia Peach? That was Ty Cobb. I think he was called that because he was a pretty rough dude. He was not very peachy. Ty Cobb. Number 4, who has Force Lightning fight with Yoda in Episode 2, Attack of the Clones? That's Count Dooku. Yoda says, much to learn, you still have. Number 5, what singer had perfumes called Heat, Heat Rush, and Shimmering Heat? She loves fire. And it's Beyonce. Number 5, Beyonce with those perfume names. Number 6, what does the R stand for in author R.L. Stein's name? It is Robert Bob Stein. He used to write joke books under the name Jovial Bob Stein before he did Goosebumps and Fear Street. Number 7, what is Jay's last name on Modern Family? Jay Pritchett, played by Al Bundy character actor Ed O'Neill. And number 8, who was the first Australian to win the Rookie of the Year award on the PGA Tour? Mark Leishman. Mark Leishman. Number 9, how many years are in a score? That would be 20 years. And your bonus, not bonus question, but number 10, what military-based comic strip from Mort Walker launched on September 4th, 1950? That was called Beetle Bailey. Beetle Bailey. Used to read it quite a bit when I was growing up. Those are all your questions and answers for the Confidence Round. I hope you had fun playing along and watching today's episode. Remember, you can watch every episode of the show on YouTube. Go to youtube.com/triviawithbuds and hit subscribe on YouTube or on any podcast app so you never miss an episode daily. It's time for the question of the day, brought to you by Funky Monkey Designs of San Dimas, California. Check them out at fmdesignsinc.com. What was Michael Jackson's pet monkey's name? That's a fun question. Send me the answer on Twitter at RyanBuds or email ryanbuds@gmail.com to be eligible for a prize. Yesterday's question of the day answer was the word quality for what did the Q stand for in Q-tips? It was quality. Quality tips. And your trivia team name of today is Applebee's related, but it is Rotten Applebee's. Rotten Applebee's. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thanks for telling a friend, and we'll see you tomorrow for more trivia with me. Cheers.